Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, children. Welcome to the online teaching academy, Ekalaiva. Today, we are in a very interesting chapter, children. What is it? Political parties. Political parties plays a very vital role as far as India is concerned, children. Right? If you just go a century back, we did not have any political party, it seems. Okay, now we can see that only few countries are there without political parties. So on the whole, almost all the countries are having the political parties. These political parties is very much needed for our country or for all the country as such. For that question, I'll just give you an example, children. If you just go to a remote area and just ask a person who is illiterate, about the political party, he'll be able to say whatever it is, like a critic, or he might appreciate the political party also because he has some knowledge about the political party. But if you just ask him about the nature of the government, he will not answer, children. So rather than the government, he just believes on the political parties. So if anything goes wrong, he'll be blaming the political parties rather than the government, children. So from this, we can get to a conclusion that political parties is said to be a omnipresent, children. So from this lesson, we will know what is political parties definition along with its functions and a lot more, children. Shall we move on to get to know? Yes. What is a political party? First, we should know the definitions. Later on, we can just extend our chapter. A political party is a group of people who contest elections and hold power, children, in the government. Right? So it's just a group of people, not an individual. First, understand that, children. Later on, he contests elections. He wins in that, hold powers to control the government. Have you got it, children? Right. Now, we should get to know about the different views, children. That is, a political party will be having certain ideology. With that ideology, it will try to persuade the people. So how can it persuade the people? It tries to give its views, okay, through propaganda. And from this, you can see to it that almost all the people's opinion falls on that political party as such, children. And finally, you can see to it that it tries to win the election. By winning the people, children. That is, election means automatically through their oaths. So I have made it clear, children. It is a group of people who contest elections and hold power in the government. Automatically, all the political parties will be having a different ideologies. So with that different ideologies, they try to just cover the people and persuade them through propaganda. And later on, they try to win the elections and they try to operate the government with that winning party or what we call a ruling party as such, children. Shall we move on to its components? What are the components of the political party, children? First component is leader. Of course, children, as far as our political party is concerned, we have very few leaders as such, children, but they play a very prominent role. Okay, you can see them always in the forefront. They'll be the greatest delegates in all the meeting as such, children. Then the second one is active members. They are said to be the base for this leader, children. Wherever the leaders goes, automatically you can see these active members following them, right? Then third one is followers. Of course, we have to say that these followers play a very prominent role as far as the political party is concerned, children. Why? Because they just blindly abide the rules. They just go for the canvassing. They just follow whatever their leader is saying, either it is good or bad. Now, when we come to the followers, I have to just give you the definition of these things, children. That is partisan. Partisan is said to be a person who is strongly committed to a party, children. Okay? Committed to a party, right? Then what do you mean by partisanship? Partisanship is that tendency where the person is said to be unable to just have a balanced view, children, on an issue. So is very much unable to view a balance for a issue, children. Whatever might be the issue. I'll give you the best example, children. Now, you can see that lots of youngsters are very much having an addict towards cricket. That's the word I can use. So if cricket comes, no way they'll be seen anywhere except in front of television, right? Now, whatever comes, either India wins or India loses, we will be just saying that India has to be there in the cricket and has to win. If it doesn't win also, we will be in support of the cricket always. Yes or no? Yes or no? Likewise, this partisanship is said to be that where even though the political party is going somewhere wrong, or if they are not correct, then too these people will be tilted towards that party itself, children. That is the reason I told you addict. Okay, where we will not have a control, we will not have a balance among ourselves, stating that this is wrong because we are so much having so much of what to say affection or so much of thing addicted to those party as such. So almost we don't have the balance for it, children. So because of this only you can see lots of political parties take advantage. Let us move on to the functions, children. Yes. The first is contest elections. Now you might ask me a question, ma'am. Contest elections means how can it be a function? See, children, political parties makes its candidate to contest elections. So it automatically becomes a function. Okay. So it makes its candidate to stand in a constituency, and automatically because of that, on behalf of that, the political party just has a criteria to state that it is also a function. Now, how are this candidate chosen? As far as America is concerned, you can see its members and supporters choose the candidates, right? Whereas in India, it's the party leader who just selects the candidates, right, children? So on the whole, it differs from country to country. Okay, so as far as America's US is concerned, you have this members and supporters who choose the candidates. As far as India, it is the party leader who just chooses the candidate, and of course he just makes the candidate to be standing in a particular constituency. Then what is the second functions? Policies and programs. See, children, this plays a very vital role. Actually, lots of people will be having a different opinions. So you can't just see to it all the opinions taken into consideration. So we will see to it that certain opinions which just falls onto this ideology comes under one umbrella, and automatically we can conclude it as a policies and programs, children. A government is expected to base its policy on the line taken by the ruling party only, children. So from this, the ruling party alone has the criteria of taking the policies and programs as such, children. Did you all get it? Yes. Now, making laws. Now, this function may be just seen as an overlap, children, but it little bit differs from the second point. That is, you already know that we have three organs of government, that is legislature, executive, and judiciary. Legislature is said to be the one which makes laws, and executive is the one which implements the laws, and automatically you can see to it the judiciary, which is said to be an independent body, is protecting the laws. So on the whole, we can see to it that laws are debated and passed in the legislature. But later on, we have to see to that who are making these laws, the legislature means automatically the candidates whom we have voted, who is in the parliament on the whole. So they will be designing among themselves, and no way the public opinion is taken into consideration. So here what happens, children, we have to be in the sense, I'm talking about the personal opinions is not taken into consideration. The party leader's opinion, that is the ruling parties, will be taken into consideration, children. Right? Yeah, fourth one. Form and run the government. So you already know, children, you would have studied in your previous classes that we do have almost two types, that is political executive and permanent executive. So permanent executives, we always say that they are the civil servants who are said to be permanent. And political executives, of course, whom we have nominated as a great political heroes as such. So what we have to do, they are seeing to it that these parties recruit the leaders, train them, and then make them ministers to run the government in the way what they want. So on the whole, the decisions are taken by the political executive that comes from the political parties, children. Okay? Yes. Yeah, role of opposition. Of course, this is very important, children. Now you have to know who are this opposition. See, opposition in our language, we can say the runner one. That is, the one who wins becomes the ruling party, who is said to be the runner one, who is in the second position becomes the opposition party. See, children, the best example I can give is the class who is said to be having two toppers, right? Who is almost equal. So, when a person gets a first rank in one cycle test, the other one will be trying to just see to it when he can get. So, automatically, we can be on the positive side where the ruling party will be very cautious whether that they are not committing any mistakes, children. Okay, if they commit the mistake, automatically the opposition party will be there to criticize it. So it will just create a check for the ruling party, and automatically you can see to it that if it is a opposition party, they'll be there always scrutinizing and criticizing. Not that, children. Even if the ruling party deserves some appreciation, even during that time it will be there for their sake, that is the ruling party. But of course it rarely occurs, children. Okay, shape public opinion. See, children, India is said to be a democratic form of government where the people are taken into great consideration. But we do have almost more number of people where their opinions cannot be taken, children. So on the whole, what happens, we have lots of pressure groups where they extend the support to the political parties and try to launch movements for the resolution of problems faced by the people. So often what happens, these opinions in the society crystallize on the lines of the parties take, children. Okay? Yes. Of course, this many people would have had the opportunities of having this type, that is the last function, children, access to government machinery and welfare schemes. Now, if you are going for any government office, And if he's taking very bribe from you, or is very corruptive, what happens, you'll not be able to pay him, or you'll not be able to suppress that thing whichever occurred over there. But if you go along with the party member or any of the person who is in the politics, automatically the work will be done very easier to you, children. So what happens, even these type of the political party members will be there to support us. Why? Because even they need our support when they are just contesting for the elections for the next time. So automatically it is vice versa, children. So they'll be ready to help us rather than rejecting rejecting to support us, children. So always they know that it is because of the people support they are in that state. So automatically they will be in that strategy of helping us, so that even we can help them in the future. Okay, we'll have a quick recap with the help of the PowerPoint, children, right? Yes, political parties. Of course, this is class 10th lesson. The topics to be covered in this chapter: introduction, why do we need political parties, and functions of the political parties, which we have already known about it. Now, how many parties should we have? National and regional parties, challenges to political parties, and how can parties be reformed? We are going to just see it in the coming issues, children, right? Then political parties and its components, which I've just discussed in a very detailed way to you. And of course, this leader, active members and followers play a very vital role as far as the political party is concerned. Without this, it's not possible for the political party to run. The functions of the political parties, as I told you earlier. So contesting election is said to be the first and foremost functions of the political parties. Policies and programs. Okay, then you have the making law, where you can see to it that the people who are in the parliament just take the laws into their own way, and they just try to see to it that they even take the public opinion to an extent where it can be considered also, children, to an extent, but not on the whole. Formation of the government and role of opposition, where I've told you, and this picture is depicting to you the thing how the opposition plays. Shaping public opinion, and on the whole, you can see to it the access to government machinery and welfare schemes. These are the expected questions, children. Why do we need political parties? What is political parties? What are the major functions of the political parties, children? Okay. Yes. To be continued, children. I already told you. You more have still more videos to come to finish this chapter, right? Yes, children. Wear this mask. Be careful, and see to it you're not going outside. If you're going, this mask should be there always. Okay, children. To receive our online lessons, please press the subscribe button. You will receive our latest update, children. See you. Have a nice day.